do overlap what we see in the public sector and in government space as well. It's so much, I think the focus is more around increased efficiency. And so I think doing more virtualization, data center virtualization leading to private clouds and creating that ability to actually do better resource planning and resource sharing is a way to overcome that. And I think we have data within Cisco where we built our own cloud, our private cloud. We've shown data that talks about the efficiency improvement from an infrastructure point of view. And the other thing that we have to really think about is how do you enable innovation to happen at the same time, because you don't want to compromise innovation through tightening and cost cutting, right? And that's where things like telepresence and other collaboration applications and tools help, because we actually saw demand go up for telepresence when the travel costs had to come down because companies were tightening their belt in how much money they wanted to spend to let people physically travel. And it's not that it's a replacement for every situation where you have to be physically present, but it definitely augments a big chunk of the need for traveling. So I think there will be technology-enabled ways to innovate that the government has to think about as well.
And to that point, do you see any kind of cost savings in the sorts of open government initiatives around technology that have been rolled out so far?
I don't know the details of exactly all the things that have been rolled out so far, but I think in any time we can increase the efficiency by increasing the participation, which is really the principle behind collaboration, right? Why do we want to enable collaboration? Because you share the load of the work and hopefully get best ideas and quicken the speed of decision making. If it's done properly, it'll drive that speed and the better quality of decisions. If not, it'll end up being more bureaucratic because the noise level is higher than the signal level. And so I think the key thing in any kind of a open any type of an open platform challenges is optimizing that signal to noise ratio.
What have been the best platforms for ideation and for knowledge sharing within Cisco, which is an immense enterprise, somewhat analogous to agencies?
We are actually very, very proactive. I think as a company, we probably use this idea of getting innovation from any place very effectively. As a company, we are a company made up of about 130, 140 acquisitions in our history of 25 years, which is remarkable for a company of our size. So we have this idea that we call iPrize and iZone. iPrize is something that we post ideas. We encourage any innovator around the world to submit their ideas. We go through a selection process. The winner gets a prize of about $250,000 with no strings attached. It's really for them to germinate their idea and grow that idea. We have an equivalent version of that called iZone, which is internal more. So those kinds of platforms where you have open innovation, but more in a targeted way, and you can pick and choose the good ideas have been very powerful for us.
And in terms of the collaborative tools for knowledge sharing itself, what kind of hybrid are you doing?
We have a collaboration platform within Cisco. We have something called See and Share that would allow us to, for instance, record this video and post it. With the push of a button, it will go into our version of sharing this video that can be accessible. We have wikis, we have blogs, we use social media both inside and outside the company very, very effectively. I'm going to lose you in about a minute, so I think we better stop there.
Well, that's great. Well, thank you for your time, and look forward to seeing you online.
Okay, great.